So I'm sure you guys may have already noticed if you've been playing Hunters in the last 48 hours, but for those who didn't, Season 4 for Star Wars Hunters has actually been delayed, and it's kind of all been a bit of a mess in terms of how they've handled it. And so today I'm going to run you guys through pretty much just everything you need to know to catch up on the situation. If you're interested in keeping up to date with all of the Star Wars Hunters news, as well as plenty more content as well, be sure to hit that subscribe button. There is plenty more on the way. With that being said, let's get stuck right into it. Now, Season 3 was initially meant to end in less than a week from now on, I think, November 6th, or at least it was the 6th in Australia. It was probably the 5th for most other countries, but it was meant to be less than a week from now that Season 3 was initially ending. Now, a lot of people over the last 48 hours were logging into the game and realizing that the counter on the Arena Pass now said 28 days instead of 7, and we all know that that Arena Pass countdown, that kind of just links to when the season ends. As soon as that countdown ends, that is when the next season usually begins. And so people were kind of catching on to this and not really knowing why, because there was pretty much just radio silence from Boss Alien and Zynga, and it meant that they had made a pretty drastic change without actually telling anyone anything about it. Now, not too long after that, Kaveri in the Discord, who seems to be essentially the community manager, at least of the Discord. I don't know if Kaveri is the community manager for, the Twitter and stuff as well, but at least in the Discord server, Kaveri is pretty much the one who has been running it for the last month or so. And Kaveri came in with a message saying, "Hey everyone, apologies for the delay in communicating with you on this, and we appreciate everyone in the community asking questions about it. We're extending the Echoes of the Rebellion season to prepare for changes in Star Wars Hunters. The Arena Pass and Ranked season will remain active during this time, and new events will be added to the schedule. We'll do our best to answer any questions left as a direct reply to this message, and look forward to sharing more updates soon." He then followed up to that, replying to a good friend of mine, Split Screen, saying, "I can only apologize for the lack of communication about this change. I appreciate the feedback and will take the comments from the Discord community on board. Please keep this feedback coming." So that was really the first proper, announcement, even though that's not really an announcement. It was just a message in the general chat of the Discord server. It wasn't an official post in the announcements tab or anything like that. And it's just in the Discord. I think you need to be posting that stuff on Twitter and all that kind of thing. Even in game, there needs to be some sort of explanation. So I don't know if you can really call it an announcement, but that was the first confirmation that yes, the season has been officially delayed, with the reasoning being that they're preparing for changes in the game. Now, on top of that, and this was just today as I'm recording, there was also an interaction on Twitter. The official Zynga Star Wars account posted about the Shadow Knight Festival event that's going on, and OneSpeed, who is a fellow Star Wars Hunters creator, replied to that pretty sternly and said, "And where is your explanation about extending the season?" They did then reply to this saying, "We apologize for any confusion regarding the extension of Echoes of the Rebellion. This choice is vital for ensuring a smooth transition as we prepare for forthcoming changes in the game. During this period, the Arena Pass and Ranked season will continue to be active, allowing you to engage in gameplay and competition. Additionally, we will roll out new events to enhance your overall experience. Thanks for your continued patience and understanding." So in both the messages from Kaveri in the Discord as well as that Twitter interaction, it does seem like there could potentially be some big changes coming. Now, as to what those could be, I honestly have absolutely no idea. It doesn't seem like they've really been hinting that there's going to be, big stuff on the way. This could end up being really exciting stuff. It could be some massive new change that they're making, but it could also just be something minor in the sense of, for example, they could be doing like back-end stuff, maybe, working on the servers or something like that, and even changing over servers to improve essentially the quality of life and the connection and stuff like that for players. It could be anything like that. And although those things are still good, it might not be this amazing thing that we're getting. It could just be some back end stuff like that. So it's really hard to tell. I really hope that it is something big. I hope that they're adding something awesome to the game, whether that's like content, I'm not too sure. I feel like it'll be more an actual quality of life addition to the game or a new feature or something like that, if they're going to do anything like that. But again, I'm not too sure. This could just be something small, or it could just be honestly an excuse that they just needed to extend the season. Maybe some stuff isn't ready, or maybe they just want a bit of extra time or whatever, and they've just said that there's going to be big changes coming when maybe it's just going to be a small thing, like for example the arena vaults. And so we're just going to have to wait and see. And obviously, if we do get any sort of news on that, I will definitely be covering that here on the channel. So again, be sure to subscribe if you guys are new and you want more Star Wars Hunters content. But yeah, until we hear anything, it's really just speculation. And I honestly have no ideas. There's nothing that jumps out as like, oh, this is what could potentially be happening. If they had have said this for like a while, I'd potentially be thinking like maybe they're bringing the game to PC or something like that. But there's just no chance that they're going to be doing that within a 3-week window here. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the hell they're going to be doing, but I'm sure time will tell. Now, because of this delay, that now means that Season 4 will be launching roughly on November 26th or 27th. Again, it's kind of just slightly different with time zones, but I'd say for most of the world, it will be November 26th when Season 4 finally launches. Now, in terms of the delay itself, it is a little bit annoying for sure, but I guess I'm fine with a delay if it does bring good changes. So I can't really judge this delay until we actually get the season and we know what's happening. I'm hoping it's a good delay because oftentimes you can get delays that do end up being good. It can bring, you know, better quality of life to the game and stuff like that. So I can't really judge the delay as of right now. What I can definitely judge though is the communication or lack thereof. The fact they just changed the timer in game and essentially did not say anything until people questioned them. The messages in the Discord only came as a reply to what people were saying, and same thing with the Twitter post. That was not an actual announcement on the Twitter. It was 2 days after they had posted just a random tweet that they then replied to One Speed over there. So their communication has been, I'm going to say it, it's been absolutely abhorrent. It's been one of the worst experiences of communication that I've ever had in a multiplayer game, and that says a lot. I've been playing multiplayer shooters for like 15 years now, and I'm not going to lie, this is by far the worst communication I've ever been a part of. It's very frustrating. This is a massive, massive company. I know that Boss Alien themselves are obviously on the smaller side, but Zynga is owned by Take-Two Interactive. They are worth $28 billion. They are one of the biggest companies in the entire gaming industry. There is no excuse for this sort of stuff. If you've got $28 billion, then I'm fairly sure you can hire a community manager who is going to actually interact and constantly be talking about the game and stuff like that, especially when it comes to announcements like this, where a current season that is live, that is meant to be ending in a week, has been delayed and we just don't hear anything about it. So I think that was handled very poorly on their end. Again, the delay itself, I don't really care that much about it. If anything, it just gives me more time to actually finish the arena pass. But yeah, the way they handle these things is just absolutely shocking. We don't know anything about Season 4. We don't know what hunter we're getting. We kind of all assume it's going to be Tuya, who is a support hunter that was in the novel, but that's just a guess. We actually have no idea, and it's becoming increasingly frustrating. I'm actually going to be doing a video on this in about a week from now, pretty much a big sort of rant about this and sort of speaking it directly to Zynga themselves. So I'll end that rant there for now, but yeah, let's just say I'm not too happy with the way that this was handled, albeit the delay itself might actually be a good thing. But that is going to do it for everything you guys need to know about the Season 4 delay. Once again, if we do find out anything new in terms of what those changes might be or any of the content that we're going to be getting in Season 4, then I will definitely be covering that right here on the channel. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But with that being said, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and may the Force be with you always.